Hi, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Nočnica, and I'm going to be doing a quick coding demonstration. When they asked me to do this, I had a 45-minute thing ready to go, and they said, do I want 5 or 7 minutes? So this will be a little bit brief. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to look at how to rename the default branch in GitHub. So if we take a look at my little repository that I have here in the main screen, not terribly fascinating contents here, but if we do a git status, you'll see that we're on a branch called master. Now, what's the issue with naming a branch by default master? It might seem like the derivation of that term is, in this case, from something like a master and copy, but it turns out that's not really the case. There's Git is descended from a tool called BitKeeper, which had more explicitly both a master branch and a slave branch. We generally want to keep the terms master and slave out of our tech tools if at all possible. Or really, it's possible, right? Software, we can do whatever we want. So how do we get rid of this? It's actually not quite as straightforward as we would like. So what we want to do, what we can do is we can move our master branch to a branch with a new name. So we can do git branch -m for move. And we can do, oh, let me check my notes. Let me check the article because maybe I forgot a step. Okay, master main. Okay, so I'm just selecting the name main because it's nice. I actually kind of like canon. You know, it seems cute, but okay. Let's call it main. Okay. Oh, geez, what did I do here? Branch. Branch isn't a command. That's disappointing. Okay. So now this looks really nice, right? We have this nice new command, and we can do git push origin main, right? And it'll push it up, and that's solid. So what might be nice is we want to say, okay, but let's delete that branch off of GitHub. Let's do, you know, what is it? Git push origin delete, right? -- delete. Yep. But it's not going to let us do this. Or if it does, boy, my demonstration isn't going to be perfect. Yeah, it's going to fail because that branch is the default branch, and so it's not going to let us delete the default branch. So what we have to do at this point is we have to go into GitHub and apologize, I got a little toolbar on my way. Here we go. Go into GitHub and go to the settings and go to the branches, and then change that default branch to be main. And yeah, it'll warn you. And now, once that's done, now that same command will work. So that isn't quite ideal, right? We'd like to run a little bit more elegantly than that, because this feels like a lot of work for every single branch. This is the process that you'll have to use if you already are on master on an existing repository. And as a note, if you have a bunch of collaborators and we have a complex CI/CD set up, like you're automatically deploying from GitHub, check in with the people running those tools right before you do this. Don't just run this on a large complex project. But how do we make sure that new projects don't do this? There's actually, again, this is not a super straightforward way, and I guess there's a good chance that GitHub is going to change its default configuration in the near future, so this won't be an issue. But in the meantime, what you can do is hop over into your configuration for your terminal, for, in this case, for ZSH. So this is available. Let's open that up, right? We can say, in my case, my config is in ZSHRC. It might be in bashrc or some other terminal config. But when we open that up, I have pasted in this new function here. And let's just step through it. What do I got? I got 2.5 minutes. I can get through this. So this is this function that we're at that's going to fix this problem. So we'll declare a function called get. So that means this thing will get, every time we try to use the get command, it will end up in this function. And the first thing it does is just run whatever function you gave it. Run the function that you gave it with the parameters that you gave it. So that's like cool. That means it'll do, you know, your get command isn't going to stop working. Right after it runs that command, it'll check that command and it'll ask, hey, was the first parameter that get was given init? So did you say, hey, go ahead and initialize something? And were none of the parameters help? So you weren't running get init help or get init something else help. You were running init to really initialize a repository. After that, after you've done that init, change the ref for your current branch to be named main. So this will happen before you push your repository up, and it will change the name automatically. So if we, boy, can I do this in 1.5 minutes? I bet. If we make a directory called test, I don't know, let's just make a single file in here because you can't commit without a file. Now, so I have this saved. So now if I do git init, and I commit that, oh, it didn't work. Oh boy, live coding. That's a real thing. I maybe need to reload this config. I need to reload this config. Sorry, everybody. I got to go do source and then hit it back to my ZSHRC. So otherwise, I need to close and reload this terminal to make this work. So I apologize for that, but go and check out the article to actually see what this function is. Go ahead and toss it into your bash config, and it'll work. Go ahead and comment if it doesn't work for you. And hey, look at that. That's about my time. If you have any questions, hit me up on dev2 or come get me on Twitter. I'm Twitter at serverlessmom because that's the main thing I talk about. And yeah, thanks so much for coming out. Oh my gosh, 2 more seconds, 7 minutes exactly. Oh.